Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a good evening so far. We're starting off with some Genshin Impact. I still haven't started the Sijuin story quest yet. Right now, I'm just kind of focusing on the this event. Let's see. Okay. Wait, I thought... Oh. Okay, whatever.
Add Astra.
Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Okay. Alright, so we get 2 of these fights each day. We got today and then tomorrow, and that's the end of the event. Let's see. Okay, Frozen. Yeah, let's do Ayaka. I'm trying to remember what my Ayaka team is composed. What the let me look here real quick. Ayaka, Mona, Kazuha, Diana. Okay.
There'll be an extra fee.
Alright, Mona, Kazuha, and Diana. Okay.
Clouds high, the birds call, one with nature.
Let me scry. Sakura swirl. Decided by destiny. Think you can bully me?
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Shadows of fate. Kamisato art. Samantha. Shaken and stirred.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
Fate is upon you. Take flight. Sketch. Delve into destiny. My apologies. Embrace the ice. Shaken and stirred.
The wind knows me. Clouds high, the birds call.
Whirling snow.
It's taking a long time to beat these guys.
Decided
Good
by
lord.
destiny. Think you can bully me? Sakura swirl.
Pay your dues.
Shaken and stirred. Let me scry.
Into the wind.
My apologies. Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Written in the stars. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Whirling snow. Think you can bully me?
One with nature.
Yeah. My apologies. Ha! Ha!
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Diana special. Fate is upon you.
Yeah. I swear the first team I pick never works. Always gotta fucking play around and figure this shit out. Okay. What if I use Yelan instead of Mona? Try that, I guess.
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Game's up. Fun's over. Sakura swirl. Take flight. Shake it and stir it.
Time to get fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Embrace the ice. Take it easy.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
My apologies. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over. Sakura swirl. Shake it and stir. Gotcha.
The wind knows me.
Here comes the catch. Take flight.
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
My apologies. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Things are about to get dicey. Sketch.
Into the wind.
Shake it and stir.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Busted. Whirling snow. Embrace the ice.
Pay your dues.
Think you can bully me? Gotcha.
One with nature.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Sakura swirl. My apologies. Look at you, Boozle.
Now escape.
That was, I think, worse. So forget Yelan. I guess I could try using Barbara instead of Diona. Okay.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Shadows of fate. Kamisato art. Sumetsu. Take flight. Yeah. Decided by destiny. Yeah.
Wind strike. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Let me scry. Whirling snow. Embrace the ice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you.
As one with wind and cloud.
Take flight. Yeah. Let me scry. Kamisato art. Sometsu. Whirling snow. Yeah, yeah.
The wind knows me.
Delve into destiny. Yeah. Decided by destiny.
One with nature.
Take flight.
Clouds hide. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Shadows of fate. Embrace the ice.
One with nature.
Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you. Whirling snow. Yeah.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
My apologies. I'll protect us. Come on. We can do it.
Pay your dues. Pay your dues.
Let me scroll. Take flight. Yeah. Sakura swirl.
Damn. Hey, what's up, Ox? How you doing? Bro, I cannot figure this shit out. Yep. Okay. Okay, let's try something else here. Trying to think. Let me do Ganyu, Mona, Kazuha. Oh, it's just the current event that's going on. It's just a bunch of fighting, basically.
As one with wind
But
and cloud.
instead of just defeating the enemies, you have to like
Delve into
fucking
Blaze over.
you have to like do a specific elemental reaction, and you have to get that like a certain number of times.
Decided by destiny.
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
No touching. Next on the agenda.
Okay, I can already tell this is not gonna work. Damn it. Okay. Let's do Nouvellette. Spore? Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I hate doing this, but fuck, dude. I guess we'll just do Kaya. Fuck, I don't fucking know.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind. This moment will be frozen in time. Free!
The tides beckon.
One with nature.
Shake the hands!
As one with wind and cloud.
Settle down.
Scratch!
The wind knows me. Cool it.
Be sanctified.
Oh, so sorry. Clouds high. The birds call.
Silence.
Dodge this.
Think you can bully me?
Freeze.
Let the mighty be humbled.
This moment will be frozen.
Bow your head.
Dodge this. As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Okay, this isn't gonna work. The team's weak and it ends up not even actually doing the fucking frozen reaction. Fuck. What's Taku's plan? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what his plan is.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my...
Scratch! Embrace the ice!
Let the mighty be humbled.
Whirling snow!
Bow your head.
Think you can bully me? Take flight!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Be sanctified. Settle down.
Shake and stir! Sakura swirl!
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
Fuck, dude. Okay. Never mind, this is fucking ridiculous. I can't figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. Let's just go ahead and go to Chaos Child. All right. All right. Yeah. I know it. Fuck. It always does that. Every time I start it up, it shows up smaller on the stream. I don't know. It's like this weird thing, like that software that I use to run that my wallpaper on the desktop. It doesn't jive well with this game for some reason. They like conflict with each other and it makes the game like behave weird and shit. So it like shows up small on the stream at first. I have to like switch windows to make it go big. It's weird. But anyway. So I don't know. Yesterday's episode of Chaos Child was actually kind of boring, despite being in the middle of the climactic fight against Wataru, because we actually didn't get any fighting yesterday. All we got was this delusion that Takuru had to endure, which started off with him having to watch Sarika kill Nano over and over and over again in a loop. But then he like just slipped into like just complete darkness and he couldn't like move, and he stayed like that for we don't know how fucking long. They were citing this like psychological experiment that somebody did like back in the 50s, which is a real experiment that actually happened, where it was like sensory deprivation, and so that's kind of what like Takuru was going through. And then like after a long time of that, he finally got like another delusion where he was like talking to Sarika, but it was like the old Sarika that he knew, like the like the friendly Sarika, I guess you could say. And then then Takuru came up with his plan for what he's going to do once he gets out of the delusion and back into reality where the fight is taking place. And he says that he has only about a 5-second window to strike Wataru's backpack machine that's giving him this Gigalomaniac powers. And if he can destroy that, then he should be able to win the fight. And so we left off right as he was, I guess, coming back from the delusion and back into reality. So here we go. We are about to find out if he can successfully destroy the machine on his back. I slammed my own delusion down on top of the one that held me. Oh, yeah. Actually, I kind of misspoke, didn't I? Because he's not really going back to reality so much as he's actually trying to fill reality with his own delusion instead of Wataru's delusion, I guess. And so that is what's his delusion is what's supposed to make it possible, I guess, to destroy Wataru's backpack machine. So it was like splattering bright paint on a black canvas. In a single instant, a perfect replica of the theater appeared. Yes, it was working. Dad was in front of me. He looked surprised. I could tell from the shock on his face that he hadn't yet realized that this was a world of delusion sitting atop another delusion, and that I dragged him inside. The machine on his back started to creak and moan. Its shape was becoming warped and distorted, as if it was being crushed by an invisible giant. I screamed louder as I tried to use my power to destroy it. Dad stepped back as if to protect it, the look on his face making it clear that he still couldn't believe what was happening. But it was too late. Crush it. Crush. I hit him with a stronger delusion. The outer frame couldn't take the stress, and the machine started to break. Dad panicked and raised his D-sword to use his mind control on me again. A red light flashed in front of me. But it wasn't the mind control again. It was the opposite. This was the key for the plan that the other Serika and I had come up with. Dad, Sakuma, had made a mistake. He thought that I'd escaped from his mind control on my own. He thought that I'd escaped from that delusion and made it back to reality. So he did just what we hoped he would, and ended the mind control that was on me now. Even though I was still inside that dark prison. If Dad had stayed calm, he would have noticed his mistake immediately. But it was all so sudden that he'd panicked and made the wrong decision. That black torture chamber was gone. And in that instant, I canceled my own delusion. The bonds that had tied me in place were gone. My senses came back and told me that this was reality. The pain of my injury, the smell of blood, the taste of blood, the feeling of the D-sword in my hand, Dad howling as he stood there with his fake sword raised high. But just getting back to reality wasn't good enough. I only had a few seconds, probably. I needed to destroy the real device before he figured out the trick. Run! I forced my aching body to move, and ran at full speed towards my foe. I lowered my body as I ran and held the D-sword ready. A new attempt at mind control came at me. I could feel it trying to scramble my brain, but I wasn't stopping. I couldn't stop. I bit down hard on my lip and used the pain to check my 5 senses. You're still okay. Don't stop. Run. Keep running. I swung the D-sword down at my father. Dad tried to dodge it, but that was just what I wanted. He ducked low, and I could clearly see the device on his back. I slammed the D-sword down into it hard before he could move. Panting, I pulled the D-sword out of the device. Parts flew everywhere. The strange light it had been giving off disappeared, and the artificial D-sword he was holding lost its shine. The pain created by his mind control attempts vanished, like it was never there. As soon as I saw that the device was destroyed, I fell to my knees. I used my power while running at full speed, and it hurt to breathe. I was dizzy from lack of oxygen. Dad's mood suddenly began to change. He seemed to realize what I'd just done. The smile on his face vanished, and instead of anger, there was no expression at all.
俺がこれを復元するのにどんだけ苦労したか分かってんのか?
I'd never heard him use a tone like that before.
タクル。
なんだよ。
なんで壊れてねえんだ。なんで生きてる。いや、なんで精神を保ってる。てめえがあれに耐えられるわけねえんだ。俺は確かに30日間お前をしくじったのか。いや、あの男にできて俺にできないなんてことは。
I used the D-sword as support to help me to my feet. It was fine. I could move. I could move just the way I wanted to. I was sure of it. I'd made it back to reality.
おい、答えろ！お前なんで動けるんだよ！
I readied the D-sword again without saying a word. There was still no expression on Dad's face.
そうか。こいつか。そういうことか。
I looked down. Sarika was lying there, looking like she was asleep even though she was dead. Dad's anger vanished, and instead, He started to speak like a scientist observing a guinea pig. That was even creepier somehow.
イマジナリーフレンドだけで乗り切ったってのか。殺した相手にすがりつくとは思わなかった。ったく、面白くねえことしやがって。
Dad raised the now dull D-sword and came toward me. It was no longer an artificial D-sword, but it was still a giant metal blade. Even without his powers, it was more than capable of killing me. I stepped away from him, my own weapon at the ready. It felt like if I looked away from him, I'd be killed.
狂えって俺は言ったよな。なあ。
The iron blade suddenly came down. There was an impact on my face. I felt some of my back teeth break, and blood spurted from my mouth. I'd been knocked onto the floor. I swung the D-sword in my hand frantically. For a moment, I experienced the pain and light that were caused by mind control. Was that thing still working? It wasn't broken? It had to be. I dropped the D-sword in despair. It vanished. But the mind control never came. My attack a moment ago had damaged it.
ってマジで壊れてるじゃねえか。このクソガキ
Sakuma's iron sword struck me on the left leg. An indescribably awful pain ran up my spine and smashed into my brain.
んなことなら最初から拷問室にでも思考誘導しとくべきだったな。なんなら今やってやろうか。リアルで。よー
It hurt. The pain was unbearable. Was this plan stupid after all? Was there no way to win?
ほらよはダメだな。通覚からの発狂じゃ何にも新しいもんは得られねえか。
What happened to my leg? My body? Were they still there? I couldn't move, just like in that black prison.
なら、あいつらをお前の目の前で殺してみるか。
Hey, what's up, Zane? You made it. Alright, so you missed Takuru kind of carrying out his plan. He got the delusion set the way he wanted. He tricked Wataru into doing what he wanted to expose the machine in his backpack. He struck the machine with his D-sword and pretty much broke it. And now we're getting this, so that's what you missed. I could hear those words clearly, even as my whole body screamed from pain.
多分まだ渋谷を出てねえだろ
The instant I understood what he meant, I forgot the pain coursing through my body.
ああ、それでいいんだよ。お前にとってそれが大事なものであればあるほど効果は高えからな。
He kicked me, and I rolled along the ground. Then he started to walk away. My throat hurt as I screamed. It was frustrating how I couldn't even speak. He was leaving. He was going somewhere. Where? Where else? To where they were. He was going after the people I loved. I tried to stand up, but the leg he'd struck wouldn't move, and I fell to the ground. I hit my face on the floor. My left leg wouldn't move. Was it broken? It was the one place I didn't feel any pain. My body wouldn't move. Why? I'd finally made it out of that darkness, right? I couldn't just let him go. Move. I don't care what moves. Move. Move. He was going to kill them right in front of me? Kill Arimura? Kill Uki? Kill Yuto? Kill Kunosato? I wouldn't let him. I wouldn't let him do it. As my vision blurred from the pain, I saw Serika's body lying on the ground.
のんちゃんたちの仇は取らなきゃダメ。でも私の仇はダメ。当たり前でしょ。
絶対にさせるな。
I howled. And my D sword appeared as if in answer. And then it sliced through the air toward my dad as he walked away.
何?
My dad turned around at the noise, just in time for the D-sword to impale his throat. And then he slowly fell backward to the floor. Well, so much for Wataru. Dude is fucking gone now. I somehow managed to endure the pain that was coursing through my body and stand up. There was blood everywhere on the stage. I avoided it, dragging my unmoving left leg as I walked towards the body that used to be my dad. The D-sword was still shining as it stuck out of his throat. I made it disappear. When I saw what was left, I didn't feel a sense of accomplishment or anything else. Just an urge to vomit. He was lying on the ground. I'd killed him. I'd killed my dad. How could this have happened? Taking revenge for Nano and Yui didn't make me feel any better at all. I didn't feel happy at all. I realized I was crying. I didn't know how long I'd been crying, but my tears were red. Everything around me felt like a lie. I was having trouble standing up, and not just because of my injury. This was how it felt to cross a line that you should never cross. I tried to smile and forget my tears. What was I doing? Was this how it felt to break my promise to Nano? Oh, right. Serika. I remembered the real reason I'd come here. There was something I wanted to ask her. I looked away from Dad and walked over to Serika, dragging my leg behind me.
そうか。それも、もう叶わないのか。
Oh yeah, Zane. Did you see Doki Bird's new model? I looked down at Serika and reached out my hand. I wanted to at least fix up her clothes where they'd been messed up. There was a loud, heavy noise and an impact. He did? Bro. It was the same artist who did her Selene model. So it looks a lot like Selene's. Around my stomach. What was that? I looked down at my body, trying to find the source of the sound and the noise. And there was a D-sword sticking out of my stomach. It was the same one that had taken Nano's life on the roof of Hekiho Academy. What the fuck? Bro. Bro, like why, bro? Did she really just lay down in front of Wataru that entire fucking time just so that she could stab Takuru? Are you fucking serious right now? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, bro. No. I'm sorry, man, but fuck this bitch, man. Fuck this bitch right here. Okay, well, November 6th, still the same day, 10:50 p.m. The second Shibuya Restoration Festival was now over. Fox. Bro, give us a second to fucking process what the fuck just happened, dude. The murmuring among the crowd at Memorial Park started as soon as the ward mayor finished his speech. Some people headed straight for the station, glad to be done. Some people were so moved by the speeches given by the victims that they stood in front of the memorial, wiping away their tears. Some people went out to go drinking since it was Friday. They'd all come to the Restoration Festival for different reasons. But even now, when all the planned festivities were over, there were still some people who hadn't seen what they'd come for.
なんだよ、出てこないじゃん。
誰だよ、ここに来るってつぶやいたやつ。
The whispers started all over the place, and others agreed, even though they would never say it. They all looked around with searching eyes. Everyone was looking for Takuru Miyashiro. The same time, Shibuya Scramble Crossing. This place was even more packed than Memorial Park, and the reaction was even stronger.
はあ、んなのマジで自殺するわけねえだろ。踊らされんなって、情弱をつ。
うわ、腹立つ。
Some started to say that the whole thing was a hoax, and more people began to leave. The ones that didn't move at all were the ones in the masks. They were waiting for Takuru Miyashiro more than anyone. But the festival was over. When the heat and passion of the festival began to fade and reality came crashing in, they began to doubt. He was the mastermind behind all those murders. They thought that it would be nothing for him to commit suicide in public. But were they wrong? Or was someone that brilliant capable of making an announcement like that, then managing to escape? The ones that stood in groups began to stare at each other with their three-eyed masks, trying to guess what the others were thinking. Should they move somewhere with less people? They waited for someone to suggest it.
何あれ
And then something happened that saved them. At the center of the commotion were police officers, running somewhere in a hurry.
いや、ちょっと待ってください。ですから。
Shinjo kept suggesting that they get confirmation, but his boss ignored him. When the information had come in, he'd lost his ability to control the situation.
くそ。
He cursed at the phone as they hung up on him. This was bad. This was really, really bad.
どうした
久野里さん、車で待ってろと。
待たせすぎる。何があったんだ
Wait, does this mean they didn't fucking escape? Shinjo looked at the time. It had already been 10 minutes after he'd gone back to Alba Dorm and gotten everyone into the car.
タレコミがあったらしい。宮代くんが光陵にいること、もうバレてる。
何
It was probably the first time he'd ever seen her go pale.
どこからの情報だ
わからない。捜査本部はどこからでもいいだろうの一点張りだ。
Ugh. Shinjo had repeatedly asked for a source, but it didn't help. From the way his boss had been acting, it was possible that they didn't even know where it had come from.
うちの連中がもう光陵に向かってる。
あんたはどうするんだ
Now that the police knew that Miyashiro was at the Hikariwo, there was no time to go to Akihabara and back. He had to be there. It was his job. He was the detective in charge of the case. And if Miyashiro was going to be arrested, he was the only one who could help. But getting the kids from Alba Dorm out was something that only he could do. What should he do? He kept asking himself that.
行ってこいこっちはこっちで勝手に渋谷を脱出する
え？脱出って言うがな、何が起こるかわからないんだぞ。
That's why he remained as a guard.
なんとかするさただし車だけは置いていけよ
え？
She couldn't mean... He had a bad feeling. Did Kunosato have an international license?
無免許運転を取り締まってる場合か。とっとと行け。
あのな。
Suddenly, his phone began to ring. This time, it was from one of his men. There wasn't even time to think about it anymore. He prayed as he tossed Kunosato the key.
子供たちが乗ってるんだ。無茶な運転はするな。
当然だ。私を誰だと思っている？
何かあったらすぐに連絡しろ。それが無理ならどこでもいい。交番に駆け込んで俺の名前を出せ。
Shinjo ran off without waiting for an answer.
新庄さん。
あ？
He turned around. Kunosato had a totally earnest look on her face as she spoke.
アクセルは確か右だったな。
Bruh. Bruh. If she's having to ask that, she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. Shinjo had to force himself not to go grab the keys out of her hand. Look it up on the internet, wrong cider, he yelled as he ran toward the Hikariwo. It was cold, and I was sleepy. My body wouldn't move. Was I back in that world? That dark prison? No. I could still feel pain. My senses were still working. Then what was this? I remembered where I was. I'd passed out? Ah! My back! My stomach! I felt the warmth fading from my body with each drop of blood I lost. But my wounds burned like someone was pressing a soldering iron up against them. And yet for some reason, I felt sleepy. This didn't make sense. My whole body had stopped making sense. I heard footsteps. They were getting further away. I forced my eyes to open and look toward the source of the sound. The first thing I saw was my dad's body, the body of the man I'd killed. Until a moment ago, he'd still been a person. And beyond him, I saw her through my blurry eyes. She was getting further away. It was Sarika. She was alive. She was walking. She had just put her phone in her pocket. She was walking across the stage. Probably she was heading for the exit, high among the seats. She didn't look back.
お前、なんで生きて。
It wasn't a hallucination. At least, it shouldn't have been. Wait a sec. Dude, what if when he saw her in that delusion, that like brought her back to life again because of his ability to like real boot people into existence? No one was left who could use mind control. There's something I have to ask you. That's why I'd come. Come on. This was supposed to be my body, right? Why wasn't it moving when I tell it to? Sarika stepped off the stage. She made her way through the seats to leave. She was about to disappear. No, don't. Wait. Please. Come on, move. Suddenly, I felt a familiar pain in my head. I obeyed my intuition and let it go. The D-sword appeared in my hand. That's right. I could do it. Just like I'd done before. I used my powers to fling the D-sword at Sarika. Wait, what? I thought he said he wanted to ask her a question. Why the fuck is he trying to... Bro, this doesn't make any fucking sense. I didn't care if it landed at her feet or where it landed at all. I just had to stop her. Sarika sensed it coming and turned around. At the same time, a light appeared around her. Her D-sword appeared from within the light, and she grabbed it and easily blocked the incoming blade. When the two swords hit, my vision went white. What? What was going on? What was I looking at?
いろいろ聞きてえが、まず理由からいいか。
クルス・ノノを殺害する前、その思考を読んだ。彼女は遺言として手紙を残してきている。
はあ、涙ぐましいことだな。殺されるのを覚悟してたってことか、あいつ。
すでに警察に渡っているだろう。遅かれ早かれ、宮代拓もそれを読むことになる。そうなったら。宮代はあの手紙に、クルス・ノノの死に縛られる。あいつは遺言に従おうとするだろう。
遺言ってのは何だ？
復讐をしようとするな。もう事件を追うな。
へえ。
そうなれば、宮代は絶対に事件を追わなくなる。 それは私にとって都合が悪い。だから復讐や事件のことではなく、この私自身に興味を持たせるしかない。それで彼は必ず動くだろう。
そうか？なんでそんなことまでわかんだ？
私は宮代のことなら何でも理解できる、そういう存在だからだ。
ああ、思考誘導しなきゃいけねえのはなんでだ？
彼のそばには有村ひなえがいる。あの能力を無効化したい。思考誘導で私自身が嘘を信じ込んでしまえば、それはもう嘘ではなくなり、真実として有村に認識されるだろう。もちろん宮代にもな。
ああ、伊藤ってガキと同じ手だな。
Sarika was talking with Dad. The vision was unclear, like it was wrapped in fog. But this was...
でもめんどくせえな。タクルのやつに直接誘導をかけちまえば、それで済む問題じゃないのかよ。あっと、怒んなよ。
彼に対して可能な限り思考誘導はかけない。あれは脳をダメにする。そうだったな。
ああ、でも最後はもう一回使わせてもらうぜ。誘導なしじゃギガロマニアックス相手に勝ち目なんてね。
もう一度だけだぞ。いいな。
わかってるよ。
I could see the two of them talking. It looked like an old movie shown through a projector that was slightly out of focus. But I wasn't really seeing it. The vision seemed to be coming directly into my mind.
じゃあ次だ。お前の思考にどう誘導をかける？
筋書きはこうだ。一つ、すでに委員会との関係を断たれているお前が委員会へ戻ろうと野心を抱いている。この作り話を私に信じ込ませろ。二つ、その野心のためにお前は協力者の私を裏切り、宮代拓を犯人に仕立て上げようとしている。これも私の脳にすり込め。
Well, bro, that means Sarika was basically under mind control pretty much the entire time.
3つ、しかるべきタイミングで彼の両親を殺したのは私だと私自身の口から伝えるように誘導。そして最後は私の生きる目的を変えろ。
That's right. These were probably Sarika's memories. Were her memories coming into me via the D-Sword?
俺までその嘘話の中に巻き込むのかよ。
そうしなければならない。有村の能力とは別に障害となる人間がもう一人いる。久野里美代だ。
あいつか。なるほどな。
久野里美代は事情に精通しすぎているが、だからこそ委員会の話をでっち上げる。あの女は委員会のこととなると冷静さを失うからな。
Wait, is she saying that they're actually not involved with the committee at all?
私が委員会の情報を持っていると思い込めば絶対に手放そうとしないはずだ。皮肉な話だが、久野里のおかげで私は宮代の近くに留まることができる。
Okay, dude. This is like a fucking Death Note L level fucking plan here. Like, bro.
お前おっかねえ女だな。そこまで考えてるってのか。いや、思考盗撮のおかげってやつか。
このゲームの登場人物を動かしているのは私だ。
Game? I remembered something. The theory I'd come up with in the newspaper club room. That it was like the killer was challenging me to a game. That the killer was moving people around like chess pieces. And that they wanted me to be the other player in the game. But once my dad identified himself as the killer, I'd given up on my theory. I'd thought that I was wrong. But maybe I was right?
なるほど、ゲームね。俺も楽しいことは好きだがよ。短い間とはいえ、てめえの人生の目的まで変えようとは思わねえな。
余計なことは言わなくていい。お前は宮代の真のギガロマニアックスのデータが取れればそれでいいのだろう。その欲求は満たしてやる。
Okay. We gotta be really careful here now because this basically means that most of the information we've been given for the last several chapters is wrong. Yeah, I'm really thinking Sarika is like the evil mastermind here now. Like, I don't think... I mean, obviously, Wataru's, like, evil too, but he's kind of more like just a psychopath, basically, whereas Sarika's like really the person who, like, wants to do evil here, pretty much. That's what it seems like from this.
確かにそうだ。ただ何回も言ってるがよ。俺がやろうとしてることにタクルの精神が耐えられる可能性はゼロだぜ。昔所属してた AH 東京総合病院の地下施設、そこの責任者から直々に伝授された拷問だからな。
Oh, nope. Yeah, that movie by I've forgotten his name now. The guy who did like like those horror movies and shit. Directly from the guy who ran the basement facility?
彼を見くびるな。私も何回もそう言っている。
壊しちまっていいんだな。そこに手は出さないって取り決めだもんな。
お前に思考誘導の装置さえなければ、誰より先に殺していたな。
面白いな。やってみるか？
クズか。
おっとそうだ、もう一つ。なんであいつを犯人に仕立てる必要がある？お前はあいつが事件を解決すれば、それでいいんだろう？
Okay. So, one of the lies that we were told is that Sarika's purpose was to protect Takumi. Takuru. Clearly, from this conversation, that's not the case. The thing is, now we don't know what the fuck her purpose is. My vision blurred. There seemed to be a chorus of buzzing inside my head. This feeling, it was the same as when I used my power. The same as when I saw the D-sword in the corner of my vision. Another vision came to me through her D-sword.
彼の中の彼が私に言う。
自分は他の人とは違う。よくそういう人がいるけれど、ほとんどが勘違いだ。みんなそのことに気づいてない情弱ばかり。でも僕だけは本当に他の人と違う。
Was this me?
あの地獄のような渋谷を生き抜いた。そして両親を誰かに殺された。特別という言葉の定義は他と明確な区別があること。こんな経験をしている人はそんなにいない。だから僕は本当に特別なんだ。なあ、渋谷地震の被災者のコメントの話ってしたことあったっけ？
何それ？
地震直後の混乱が収まった後、大量のマスコミが被災者に対して押しかけただろ。まだカオスチャイルド症候群者っていう言葉がなかった頃に。その取材の論調の多くは民度の高さを訴えるものだった。これだけの震災にもかかわらず、暴動や略奪などの犯罪がほとんど起きていない。これは得難いことなんだって。実際そうなんだと思うよ。何が今一番辛いですかって聞かれた時、大半の被災者が地方の家族に自分の無事を伝えてやれないこととか、子供に好物を与えてやれないこととか、とにかく他人を心配しててさ。でもそんな中で一人の被災者が言ったんだよ。
I remembered what they said word for word. It had left a huge impression on me.
頑張れという部外者。
I remembered. It was what I'd said to Sarika at the cafe. It was just after the Love Hotel incident.
彼は当事者であろうとすることにこだわっている。それは幼い頃から変わらない彼の本質。
よくもまあ誰かがつぶやいてたっていう程度の情報だけで一喜一憂できるよな。僕にはとても真似できないよ。早速昨日起きた放火事件を調べに行こう。現場が近いんだ。かなり美味しいぞ。
彼はネットに潜り情報に溺れ、きれいに泳ぐために情報強者となることを目指し、試してくれる都市伝説を好んだ。そして興味は現実の事件へと広がる。きっかけは
6年生になった時、ニュージェネレーションの狂気が起きました。2009年です。
Alright, I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for tonight. Oh. Bro, why is it doing this now? Ever. Alright, hold on. Okay. Nah, I need to get going. I don't know. This is like I don't know. I like where does this fucking thing go from here? Like I really like have no clue at this point how this fucking deal is gonna end. Yeah, I'm just like totally clueless right now. So yeah, hopefully this visual novel will clear some things up here shortly. Maybe next stream, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, well, I'll try and do some VTuber clips tomorrow, I guess. But anyway, yeah. I'm not streaming Genshin Impact tomorrow, I don't think. I'm just gonna start straight away with Chaos Child, so alright, man. Thanks for watching. and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.